In this video, I'll be continuing the Polkka Beneath Moon's Oracle quest.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure,
Now I'm
while water from
investigating
Liyue
the
has an
sword
enduring aftertaste.
I
In
left behind.
Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
There's also quite a few of these books. I think I did read this one. This appears to just be an ordinary fairy tale, in which a kind-hearted girl makes friends with a white pigeon, after which they travel the world together. Some of the pages have been torn out for reasons unknown, and the ink has almost completely faded. The cover has beautiful golden words inscribed on it. Kites and Grant Publishing House. Ancient volume. Oh, this is very long. Oh. That's important. A letter for Lovia. This is shorter, but still quite long. Read this. To the most holy and venerable Lady Lovia, I pen this letter to account for the tragic event that transpired earlier. You asked what I send people to welcome the Holy Lady, and I did exactly as you instructed. But that poor girl, alas for her great beauty, failed to grasp the kindness behind your gesture, and seized by some terrible impulse, she took her own life on the spot. For this terrible, irreplaceable loss, I can offer only my prayers. I pray that your compassionate goddess may ease your sorrow and keep your noble heart from breaking despite the weight of this grief. Regarding the Sempo Mill mentioned in your last letter, I am truly grateful for your openness and trust. Like you, I remain uninitiated in the true workings of this sacred relic. Yet on this matter, we are of one mind. We must find another way to arouse this ancient relic and forge a paradise, an Elysium for enduring prosperity for the people of Nutcry, especially your noble kin. For this moment on, I shall dedicate myself wholly to uncovering the secrets that lie within the relic. As for the remaining matters, both more trivial and complex, I hope to discuss them at greater length with you soon. Until then, I ask that you accept these modest gifts as a small token of my regard, and a gesture of sympathy for the loss that has touched your household. Please know that I hold your noble character in the highest esteem, even at the court of His Majesty, the Belly Tsar, it is rare to encounter a lady of such uncommon foresight and deep devotion to the greater good as yourself. Not to mention one who so willingly places the well-being of the nation and her people above personal sentiment. Our positions, interests, and aspirations are most closely aligned. As such, I greatly look forward to our future joint endeavours. Your ever steadfast friend and ally, Rotwang. Okay. Should I read this one? It's very long. Okay, I think... Okay, I'm gonna read this. According to the teachings left by the Apostle of the Golden City, all matters must be governed by reason alone, untainted by sentiment. For mortal tongues cannot articulate the sacred mysteries, and frail motion will only profane the words of the ancestors. In service of a pure and exalted ideal for the future of the science of the far north, these actions are as justified as they are necessary. This decree has been approved by Lovia, humble handmaiden of the Frost Moon and the Archpriestess, the fall of Hyperborea. Ever since the fall of Hyperborea. Decree CMLXIII. Is that a number? I think that might be a number in Roman numerals, but I'm not sure what it is. Alternative plan for the Sacred Ears selection. All the content that follows has been erased and cannot be read. Oh. In accordance with the teachings of the Apostle of the Golden City, all matters concerning craftsmanship and secret rites must be recorded without the taint of personal sentiment, for mortal tongues cannot articulate the sacred mysteries, and frail motion would only profane the words of our ancestors. Do not seek to understand what lies beyond mortal intellect. Simply recite the ancient prayers with a sincere heart, so that the beauty of the blessing may endure. I think the Golden City was the Dragon City. This decree was issued by Serentine, humble handmaiden of the Frost Moon, and 13th Archpriestess since the fall of Hyperborea. It is not to be defied in the name of the priestess, mistress of the Frost Moon. The ancient laws, once obscure and difficult to understand, are now set forth in clear and concise terms, lest the faithful falter or be led astray. Decree 3. Elysium and the prophecy of the sacred air. Let the children of Hyperborea guard their sacred bloodline from defilement, for the heir of Elysium is destined to one day arrive. It is hereby forbidden to marry one's closest kin. That is to say, no union shall be permitted between blood relatives. It is forbidden to enter into a marriage with someone from a clan that has committed blasphemy. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that has taken life from an innocent, that has broken its oath, that does not bear an antlered crown, that has committed parricide with any person disturbed of the mind, with the descendants of the Fae. Oh, like, I think that's like Flynn's, I think. With a person not of the faith, there's a lot of things you can't enter a marriage with. With an outlander, marriage is a most sacred act of virtue and must be kept pure, and therefore let no unclean act stain our bloodline. Let no action be taken to incur the displeasure of the mistress of the Frost Moon, and let no one betray their oaths. Whosoever enters into marriage must first obtain the permission and blessing of the Archpriestess, lest a curse befall their bloodline. Said curse shall plague their bloodline for 7 generations, and then for 7 more. That's not very nice. Whoever breaks this oath shall have their horns severed with a silver blade. Oh, that's what she did in the Archon quest. I forgot the name. And they who have been marked thus shall be cast into the long lightless night. Hear now the ancient prophecy. In the fullness of time, Elysium shall come, and with it, the sovereign ordained to rule over it shall also appear. The false sevenfold radiance of the high heavens shall fall at her feet, and the bones of the earth shall rise to follow her. For from her shall spring union with the world, and from her shall the first great cause be rebuilt. Let these words of wisdom find root in your heart, and neglect not the sanctity of your blessed bloodline. Decree 6, I think. Yeah, I think 6. Offerings to the Sampo Mill. The children of Hyperborea shall guard the sacred treasure forged by the Apostle of the Golden City at all costs. Let it be known that the relic that is the Sampo Mill is a sacred work, for its blessings yields unending gold, grain and salt. Only the prophesied sacred heir shall have the power to rouse the mill and thus bring forth an Elysium of eternal abundance for us all. Whenever I hear this word, I think of the Polkka Impact third character. According to the revelation of our ancestors, the mill shall be sealed within a holy sanctum to preserve it from taint and desecration until the appointed time when the sacred heir is born at last. All followers below the rank of priestess shall not enter the holy sanctuary wherein the mill is sealed. And those who violate this precept shall have a curse before their bloodline. Yes. 7 generations and then 7 more again. Before snowing in spring, an offering of wheat, goat's milk, and salt must be made unto the Sampo Mill, lest famine befall you. At least one priestess shall be designated to chant prayers to the mill day and night to ensure a bountiful harvest and enjoying prosperity all day and night. Decree 10. Offering to the arrow of Terpicaranius or Terpicaronus. The children of Hyperborea shall revere the arrow of Terpicaros without fail. Let it be known that this relic, forged of pure light, is a bow and arrow that can pierce the manifold darkness of the frozen night. You shall mix the sacred oils in the following manner, prescribed by the rites of the ancestors. Take up a clean silver vessel, free from all dust and water, for defilement is the root of all corruption. Take the fat of a lamb, clear and pure, and warm it over a gentle fire. It must be not too hot or too cold. Do not bring it to a boil. Add sulfur, salt, sawdust, and wax in their proper order, while stirring with great care. Stir until the substance that is inside the vessel are one uniform colour. The number for your counting shall be 7 hours. 6. You shall not count. Neither count you 8. What? How are you supposed to know when it's 7 hours if you're not counting though? Accepting that you should count 7, 5 and 9 are right out. But then anoint your bow and arrows with the holy oil, and your arrows shall snuff out the pitch black foe, shattering them like plates of silver. A thick stack of papers, hidden by an unknown someone in a secret compartment inside the back cover. In accordance with the statutes laid down by all matters concerning mechanicos and technicos shall be recorded objectively, concisely, and untainted by personal sentiment. Thus shall we guard against the assertion of truth via subjectivity, that the knowledge we possess may be transmitted with clarity to future generations and serve the welfare of our people to the fullest possible extent. The contents of this document have been approved by Garapis of Rosa. A lot of very hard words in this, names in this. All members of the Order, beginning with the Executive Priestess, shall commit its contents to memory and observe the prescribed procedures without deviation until the reconstruction of 5 civilizations has reached 5/7 completion. For further details, consult Technosis Manual 1 to 330. If these words have reached your eyes, they have. let it be known that you have completed the foundational disciplines of Mykonosis or Techonosis, and are hereby elevated to the rank of Executive Priest. Oh, wait, am I an Executive Priest now? I read this. Congratulations are in order. Regrettably, your newly acquired title is not a privilege, but a burden of duty, hardship, and silent suffering born for this realm and the countless lives she shelters. Maybe I shouldn't have read this then. You are destined to offer all of your youth and your life to preserve the last embers of civilization. Yet even with your final breath, you may never behold the frost moon's radiant light, nor see the dawn break once more on our beautiful homeland. For the lights of the far north have been extinguished, and countless generations are condemned to cower in darkness, darkest night. No miracle has ever graced this tainted sublunary sphere, and tears have never delivered our kin from sorrow. Then what purpose, if any, lies in all that you shall do from this moment hence? I suppose, then, it is for an ethereal dream, and dream of countless tomorrows, for an infinity of futures yet unborn. Only through our blood, our tears, and our toil shall our children be granted the chance to behold the glorious era and the lost Elysium we once knew. On that day, none shall weep for suffering, nor fear hunger or cold. All beings shall love one another as brothers and sisters, and all shall dwell in joy and peace. This shall be your final and greatest dream, that our kin shall no longer be mired with superstition and barbarism. For the hope once envisioned by gods and mortals alike, we must push forward. There is no path but through. Sear these words into your mind before you proceed to read the assessment records and operating procedures. Hold fast to our dream of tomorrow, and let not its light be dimmed by the dust of neglect. Spalagarapithsaurus of Hexen Varoso, acting Archpriestess of Hyperborea. It's a very long title. Protocol 3. Final evaluation on bloodline selection and purification. Upon evaluation and confirmation by the acting Archpriestess and the senior executive Technikos Priestess, the Seed of Life project for the Hyperborea era, henceforth referred to as the Sacred Air Project, has been deemed to no longer be viable within the bounds of its originally planned parameters. The priest who led the project, vendor of Froster has passed beyond, and the essential Technikos process and Mechnikos apparatuses required for continuation were lost in the fall of Hyperborea. These include, but are not limited to, the process of cutting and modification, process of creation and reconstruction, and process which will obey the adaptive editing process. The aforementioned Technikos processes are at present irreproducible. After due deliberation, the following alternative protocol has been deemed acceptable. The purification of existing is to be performed through controlled artificial selection using methods primitive and inefficient. The phenotypic stability of each generation shall be recorded. Then, from this data, the most suitable pairs for union shall be identified. And non-coercive measures means employed to persuade the parties to join in union. Should persuasion fail to meet the criteria detailed in Technos Manual 0-90, probably proceed to the next priority match and continue in like fashion. To minimize risk of disease, the bloodline proximity index of all breeding pairs shall not exceed. Accordingly, no individual shall be joined in union if they share common ancestry within 5 generations. This course of action is expected to yield outcomes approaching the original objective after successive generations of refinement and selection, At such time, the one prophesied, the newborn sacred heir shall arise, without the need for ritual implements, nor the forfeiture of their soul, and this heir shall command the pure, unaltered elemental forces at will, and shall thus attain fusion with the world. Oh. Pure, unaltered elemental forces. Is that phlogiston? I think it is. Phlogiston, I think. Note, in light of projected population growth and the limits of environmental carrying capacity, it is anticipated that the practice of widespread artificial breeding may be terminated after 7 generations. Thereafter, limited intermarriage with selected outlanders may be sanctioned. Details in Technicos Manual 1/1012. Furthermore, it is hereby affirmed, once the continuity of civilization has been assured, the descendants of the far north shall be granted the sovereign right to determine their own destinies. Protocol 6. The subatomic assembling mass energy patterning orb sealed. The project of constructing this supremely advanced mechanosis construction was personally overseen by, and is not fully understood at this time. It was designed to reconstruct matter at the subatomic scale, or to transmute matter directly into stable energy, which would then be released in the form of all the known highest tier mechanosis constructs, dating to the time of Hyperborea. Only so the subatomic assembling mass energy patterning orb, hereafter referred to the Sempokoski, has endured the present age. Its structure remains largely intact. Granting it immense symbolic significance. However, a formal evaluation by the acting Archpriestess and the senior executive Mechanosis Priestess has determined that the device, in its current state, is no longer functional. the collaborative control module connected to the device was lost during the fall of Hyperborea and cannot be replicated with existing technologies. In the absence of this module, proper activation of the Sempo is impossible, and has presumed that even a forced restart would fail to correctly reconfigure said device. Refer to appendix for more details. After due deliberation, it was resolved that the device shall be sealed indefinitely, with no re-evaluation of its activation viability for a period of generations. All personnel, without explicit authorization from the Archpriestess, may not breach the seal. This will prevent unnecessary accidental damage to the device. Note: the senior executive Mechanosis priestess Aria Parthia of Massigate has proposed a theoretically viable bypass protocol, namely the controlled input of realm energy, or realm energy referred to Mechanosis Manual D503, possibility of the latter. At a specific carrier frequency, which may circumvent the collaborative control module and possibly initiate the Sempo. Upon the formal evaluation, however, the proposed method was determined to pose unacceptable safety risks. With the probability of the system destabilization and ensuing exceeding in the light of these findings, the original decision shall stand. Protocol 10. The Arrow of Terpicuranius. The subject of the project is low-tier Mechanosis device of the Hyperborea era, designed to solidify realm energy into a semi-crystalline polymeric form. Once stabilized, the material is subjected to high-frequency spiral acceleration and subsequently launched, hereby purging a designated area of realm energy contamination. The acting Archpriestess and the senior executive Mechanosis priestess have jointly affirmed that the device remanufacture is viable. This work shall proceed under the oversight of senior executive Mechanosis priestess Aryapathia of Massigate, with the prototype device projected for completion within standard quarters. Upon completion, the prototype apparatus shall be subject to regular lubrication with ointments to prevent unavoidable safety incidents. Mechanosis Manual D306 for more details. That's the end. There was a lot of lore in that. Very long though. Yeah, I learned quite a lot from this. Don't really understand most of it though. Okay, going back down. This must be the sword I was talking about, right? How about it, Petra? Did you figure anything out? Paimon, quick! Run, the power on the sword is overflowing! Eek, Petra! What's happening? Hang on. Your acting is terrible. You can't start laughing halfway through your own prank. And quit scaring Paimon at a time like this. Looks like we really will have to investigate this whole place, huh? If we hang around too long, Enroof, Uncle Crollo, and the others might find the entrance too. I already kinda have. Actually, with all the noise we made just now, there's probably no one on this whole island who hasn't been drawn this way. Fine. Because we've got no choice. We've got the sword now, and Lady Isla didn't exactly tell us what to do next. Let's get out of here first, and figure the rest out later. Moonweaver's Dawn. Oh, I get it. Is it actually a weapon, or is it a quest thing? Oh. Yeah, here it is. Moonweaver's Dawn. Elemental burst damage. Does not exceed. Okay. Interesting. An immaculate sharp silver sword that can slice through armor like moonlight flowing through the empty night. According to legend, it is a divine blade, blessed by the first Moonjunner herself. Nice. I can... If I leave, can I come back? So I think I can leave. I think I can leave out here. But hopefully I can come back. Oh no! Oh, did I... Oh, it's awfully quiet. I know if an Uncle Crow aren't here either, weren't they all hot on our tail? Maybe all the noise we made earlier got their attention, and they ran off to check somewhere else. Wait, did I accidentally skip stuff? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Ah, I get it now. This must be Lady Isla's divine guidance. Even my luck's looking up now that I'm witnessing with someone as reliable as you. Okay. Save the celebration for later. You do remember you still owe everyone else an apology for the trouble you caused, right? Apology? Right. Yes, of course. I do. I'm not the type to get so caught up in reading the island's records that I forget everything else. I was reading them all. I swear by my immortal name in the sublunary sphere that I'll give everyone a proper and heartfelt apology. It's just... I need to think carefully about how to phrase it first. Oh, and while we were at work earlier, I came up with a super scientific plan. Oh, there she is. Since I have to apologize anyway, why don't we finish checking out the sanctum first, before looking for Lady Llama? That way we can save time and make my eventual apology more efficient. Sound plan, I should say. See? The power of science is... Wait, huh? Aunt Renata? When did you get here? Why, you scared us. We didn't mean to sneak into the court of First Unit. It's just Verna said. No need to explain. This place may be sealed, but it's not forbidden territory. If outsiders like you were able to enter, then perhaps it was the will of the moonlight. Exactly. This is all part of the Moon Maiden's sacred guidance, just like the poems say. As for you, Vernanska, you're coming with me. The Lady Moonshot wants to see you in person. Huh? Wait, no, Aunt... Brata, didn't you just say? As a priestess, you acted without permission, broke the rules, and tampered with taboos. Aside from outright murder. Oh, you flouted every major law we have. So she is a priestess then. Now come, or would you rather Lady Moonshanter come fetch you herself? Petra, Paimon, I'll explain everything I need, everything later. I swear, but first I'll need... Before Verna can finish her sentence, Rahata drags her off. Well, she sure dug that grave nice and deep for herself, didn't she? Still, we've got no idea what this Lady Isla wanted us to do. The sword she left behind. If it was meant for us, we might as well hang on to it for now. Looks like a real Frostmoon relic anyway. Can I... Oh no! Did I... Wait, can I go back in? I didn't realize... leaving would skip stuff. And finish the quest. Ah, that's annoying. I thought it would just let me, like, pause it and continue it if I left. Well, I must have done most of the important stuff at least. Hopefully I didn't miss too much. A weaver in the ossuary. Small symptom sealed off by the first moon jetter.
Where do we come from? And where are we going?
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, then you may watch more of my Genshin Star reviews. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.